Time Safari Inc. Safaris to any year in the past. You name the animal, we take you there, you shoot it.
See here, your check for $10,000. So, does this safari guarantee my life?
We guarantee nothing except the dinosaurs, of course. This is Travis, your safari guide. He'll tell you when and where to shoot. When he says no shooting, no shooting. If you disobey these instructions, there'll be a stiff penalty of another $10,000 and possible government action upon return.
Oh my gosh, it's a real time machine. No, it really makes you think that if the election would have gone badly yesterday, I would have been here running away from the results. And thank God Keith won. He will make a fine president.
Yes, we're lucky. If Dusher gotten in, we'd have the worst kind of dictatorship. There's an anti-everything man for you. People caught us up, joking, but not joking, saying if Dusher won, they want to live back in 1492. Of course it's not our business to conduct escapes, but to form safaris. Anyway, he's president now. All you gotta worry about is
It's shooting my dinosaur?
a Tyrannosaurus rex, the tyrant lizard, the most incredible monster in the world. Sign its release. If anything happens to you, we're not responsible. Those dinosaurs are hungry,
Trying to scare me?
Frankly, yes. 6 safari leaders were killed last year and a dozen hunters. We don't want anyone who'll panic at the first shot. Mr. Travis, he's all yours. Christ isn't born yet. Moses has not gone to the mountains to talk with God. The pyramids are still in the earth, waiting to be cut out and put up. Remember that. Alexander, Caesar, Napoleon, Hitler, none of them exist. That is a jungle of 60,002,055 years before President Keith. And that is the path laid by Time Safari for your use. It floats 6 inches above the earth, doesn't touch so much as one grass blade, flower, or tree. It's an anti-gravity metal. Its purpose is to keep you from touching this world of the past in any way. Stay on the path. Don't go off it. I repeat, don't go off. For any reason. If you fall off, there's a penalty. And don't shoot any animal we don't okay.
Why?
We don't want to change the future. We don't belong here in the past. The government doesn't like us here. We have to pay big graft to keep our franchise. A time machine is finicky business. Not knowing it, you might kill an important animal. A small bird, a roach, a flower even, thus destroying an important link in a growing species.
That's not clear.
Alright, say we accidentally kill one mouse here. That means all the future families of this one particular mouse are destroyed, right?
Right.
And all the families of the families of the families of that one mouse. With the stamp of your foot, you annihilate first 1, then a dozen, then 1,000, 1,000,000, 1,000,000,000 possible mice.
So they're dead. So what?
So what? Well, what about the foxes that don't need those mice to survive? For want of 10 mice, a fox dies. For want of 10 foxes, a lion starves. For want of a lion, all manner of insects, vultures, infinite billions of life forms are thrown into chaos and destruction. Eventually, it all boils down to this. 59 million years later, a caveman, one of a dozen on the entire world, goes hunting wild boar or saber-toothed tiger for food. But you, friend, have stepped on all the tigers in that region by stepping on one single mouse. So the caveman starves. And the caveman, please note, is just not any expendable man. No, he's an entire future nation. From his loins would have sprung 10 sons. From their loins, 100 sons. And thus onward to a civilization. Destroy this one man, and you destroy a race, a people, an entire history of life. It is comparable to slaying some of Adam's grandchildren. The stomp of your foot on one mouse could start an earthquake, the effects of which could shake our earth and destinies down through time to their very foundations. With the death of that one caveman, 1 billion others yet unborn are throttled in the womb. Perhaps Rome never rises on its 7 hills. Perhaps Europe is forever a dark forest, and only Asia waxes healthy and teeming. Step on a mouse and you crush the pyramids. Step on a mouse and you leave your print like a Grand Canyon across eternity. Queen Elizabeth might never be born. Washington might not cross the Delaware. There might never be a United States at all. So be careful. Stay on the path, never step off.
I see. Then it wouldn't pay for us even to touch the grass?
Correct. Crushing certain plants could add up infinitesimally. A little error here would multiply in 60 million years, all out of proportion. Of course, maybe our theory is wrong. Maybe time can't be changed by us. Or maybe it can be changed only in little subtle ways. A dead mouse here makes an insect imbalance there. A population disproportion later, a bad harvest further on, a depression, mass starvation, and finally a change in social temperament in far-flung countries. Something much more subtle like that. Perhaps only a soft breath, a whisper, a hair, pollen on the air. Such a slight change that unless you look close, you wouldn't see it. Who knows? Who really can say he knows? We don't know. We're guessing. But until we do know for certain whether messing around in time can make a big roar or a little rustle in history, we're being careful.
How do you know which animals to shoot?
They're marked with red paint. Today, before our journey, we sent Les Burns here back with a machine. He came to this particular era and followed certain animals.
But if you come back this morning in time, you must have bumped into us on our safari. How did it turn out? Was it successful? Did all of us get through alive?
That'd be a paradox. Time doesn't permit that sort of mess. A man beating himself? When such occasions threaten, time steps aside. You felt the machine jump just before we stopped? That was us passing ourselves on the way back to the future. We saw nothing. There's no way of telling if this expedition was a success, if we got our monster, or whether all of us, meaning you, Mr. Eccles, got out alive.
Everyone on his feet. Stop that! Don't even aim for fun, blast you. What if your gun were to go off?
Where's my Tyrannosaurus?
We'll bisect his path in 60 seconds. Look for the red paint. Don't shoot until we give the word. Stay on the path!
In 60 million years, election day over, he's made president, and all the things we used to worry about for months hasn't even been born or thought of yet.
Safety catches off, everyone. You, first shot. Second, Billy. Third,
A hunted wild boar, elephants, and lions? Man, but this is it. I'm shaking like a kid.
ah. There he is. There's his royal majesty now.
Shh. Why? It could reach up and grab the moon.
Shh. It hasn't seen us yet.
We're fools for coming. It is possible. It can't be killed.
Shut up. Turn around. Quietly walk back to the machine where we made half your feet.
I didn't think it would be this big. I miscalculated, that's all. But now I want out.
It sees us.
Get me out of here. It was never like this before. I was always sure I would come through alive.
Don't run. Turn around and hide in the machine.
Yes.
Eccles, not that way!
Everybody clean up.
I'm sorry.
Get up. You're not coming back in the machine. We're leaving you here. This fool nearly killed us. But isn't that so much no? Look at his shoes. He left the path. That ruins us. We guarantee no one leaves the path. He left it. The government might revoke our license to travel. Who knows what he's done to time? It's a history.
I'll pay anything. $100,000 even.
The monster's dead, you idiot. The bullets can't be left behind. Dig them out. Switch on. Let's go home.
Everything okay here?
Fine. Welcome home.
Okay, Eccles, get out. Don't ever come back. What are you staring at?
No, it can't be. Not a little thing like that. No, not a little thing like that. Not a butterfly. Who won the election?
You joking? You know very well. Deuce, of course. Who else? Not that fool Wiggling Keith. You got an Iron Man now. A man with guts. What's wrong?
Can we take it back? Can we start over again? Can we